welcome to the Talk Film Society podcast. I am your host, Marcelo Pico, editor-in-chief of Talk Film Society, here to bring you a special episode of the Talk Film Society podcast. It's the Talk Film Society Awards nominations reveal. The reveal of the nominees. Ooh, yes. The 9th annual Talk Film Society Awards. Can you believe it?
Good Lord.
Been doing this for 9 years. Yes.
That's almost 10.
Almost next year to be 10 years, a full decade of doing this. Oh my gosh, what is this?
Jeez.
Exactly? I'll get into it here with my guests, which you've already heard. If you're familiar with the show, I mean, it's like these two are basically my co-hosts on everything, it seems like, for the last 7 years now. Mm-hmm. First, let me introduce co-host of a show I'm sure we'll do another one of in a few weeks. I haven't told you this, Matt, but we should bring back. I mean, we are going to bring back Spielberg, 3333. But as soon as a big time nominee is on Disney Plus, where more people can see it, I think we should do an episode finally.
Yes, please,
for sure. But it's Matt Curione. Hey, Matt.
What's up? How are you?
I'm doing great. It's Oscar season. It's
the best time of the year.
It's the best time of the year. It's the time to recognize the best of the year from last year, and it's a time to talk about flubs, snubs, and all that jazz. And with me,
see what the nominees this year decide what gets made for next year.
Exactly. What's going to be in the budget for indie movies next year? That's what we're finding out this year. Marcus Irving is my other co-host on this episode. Hey,
Whoa!
Marcus.
Hey, Marcelo, Matt. What the fuck? Hi.
We did it. We're finally here. I had no ramp up to you, Marcus. I just want to get out of the way. But
good.
Marcus Irving, co-host on Have a Nice Apocalypse and commentary episodes, which I forced him to do for the Patreon. Go to patreon.com/talkfilmsociety for our thinner commentary. Yeah. I'm gonna bring that up. I'm gonna bring that up every recording we do now, Marcus. I'm gonna bring up thinner.
Rented that a lot when I was a kid.
You're a fan of
like
Thinner?
The movie, Matt?
Yeah.
Are you?
I dig Thinner. That's a bad pie.
We should. Marcus,
don't eat that pie, ladies and gentlemen.
I have an idea. We should do the Thinner commentary again, but with Matt on the line.
Let's not.
Come on. But Marcus, in the past, along with a friend of ours, we did it twice, didn't we? 2 years in a row, we live podcasted.
Yeah, we did it. We did it once, and then I think the next year I showed up late because I overslept.
Yeah.
And then we never did it again.
No, that was
and what was that, Marcelo?
2 years in a row. The Oscar
killed it.
Nominees early in the morning. I think this past year,
every single year since then, I've been pitching that we keep doing it, but nobody wants to.
Well, I remember you said it last year, and I don't know why I didn't want to, but maybe it was too early. And this year, honestly, I just forgot to bring it up. Really, I mentioned it.
I didn't know that. I didn't even know they were happening.
I mentioned it. It's like, hey, it's happening tomorrow morning, but I never bothered to say, hey, we should do a live podcast. Whatever. It was 7 a.m. in the morning when they announced it. Who cares? Who cares about the Oscars? Is my point, right?
I do.
Okay, hold on. What I care most about right now, at this very moment, is the Talk Film Society Awards.
They're pretty good.
Let me discuss what it is and why we're here. 9 years ago, I started the Talk Film Society, which was called the Tweet Film Society. And at the very beginning, it was made as just a Twitter handle where I polled people online about their favorite movies of the year. Very similar to the Oscars.
You were one of those.
Yeah. I basically said, hey, let's just do our own version of the Oscars, right? So I've been doing that for 9 years, polling people on Twitter and readers of the website and listeners of the podcast. And that all takes us to this year. I did it again. Same procedure I've been doing for 9 years.
And I actually voted early this year.
Yeah, I'm happy you did that, Matt, because usually...
I didn't vote like 5 minutes before you had to count them.
Yeah. Usually, Matt, you vote very late or not at all. But I'm glad you did. I'm glad you voted this year.
Well, this year I felt like I had seen enough.
Yeah, which is good. Marcus, you were saying something?
Yeah, I feel like usually I vote early, and this year I waited until the last second.
Yeah, I think you were the last person.
We kind of flipped each other.
Yeah.
We quantum leaped each other. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, Marcus, you were the final person to vote this year in the first ballot.
Good.
Yeah, but there's this first ballot that's been counted that chooses the nominees. So we have the nominees here. We're going to break them down. We're going to announce them here live on air, live to tape. And then the second ballot, the second ballot, there's 2 ballots every time we do this. The second final ballot is up now. So you can go to talkfilmsociety.com/vote to vote in the final ballot that'll choose the winners. It's live. So, and you can read along or you can vote along as we go through this podcast. But yeah, that's the gist. That's the Talk Film Society Awards. Oscars, though. Okay. What's the deal with the Oscars? Marcus, you go first.
What's the deal with these Oscars? I don't know.
What were your thoughts on the Oscar nominations? Your first impressions.
I wish I had them pulled up, Marcelo, but I, in general, didn't really care all that much. I don't think anything that I cared about necessarily got that many nominations. I think it was cool that Dune got as much as it did. And that's about all I care about. So that was my main response. Was like, okay, I got a lot of these movies to see. I've seen a handful of the Best Picture nominees, but I still have a lot I need to see, and I plan to see them. I think.
And I want to go through the Oscar Best Film nominees, or Best Picture, I should say, nominees here in a minute. Here in a minute. Yeah,
there's some good ones.
Matt, what about you? Instant reaction, first impressions of the Oscar nominations?
Well, every Oscar nomination morning, I always forget every movie that came out that year. They just announced nominations, and I'm always like, oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that did come out. Or, oh, fun. That's neat. And about 10 minutes later, I realized that, some of the things I really liked that I thought were shoo-ins didn't get nominated. But, I mean, overall, good crop of nominees for the Oscars this year. Like, very few disappointments or where I'm like, oh, that didn't get nominated. That's weird. Overall, very pleased. Looking forward to the ceremony this year.
So, just to break it down real quick, 12 nominations.
Major snub, though, for me, though. We'll get to it. 12 nominations for Power of the Dog. That was the front runner. And then after that, Dune has 10 nominations. And then West Side Story and Belfast have 7. So those are the big contenders for the Oscars. I'm going to break down the Best Picture nominees, and I want to hear your thoughts on them, fellas.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Sure.
Best Picture for the Oscars. Belfast, Coda, Don't Look Up, Drive My Car, Dune, King Richard, Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley, The Power of the Dog, and West Side Story. Matt, you said a few seconds ago that there were some movies you wanted to get nominated but weren't nominated. Matt, how do you feel about this Best Picture list? And were there any nominees in this category that you wanted in but that weren't nominated?
Not that I can think of. The Last Duel. How about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of shocked that walked away with nothing for the nominees, but can't all be winners.
I mean, how many of these have you seen, Matt, or how many have you do you need to see? I should say.
I think I just need to see.
Drive My Car. Have you seen that one yet?
No, I want to see that. Hold on, give me one second.
Coda. There's another.
Nobody's seen Coda, right?
I need to see that.
As Matt looks that up,
I'm looking up the nominees right now. Hold on.
Yeah, look up the nominees. Marcus, I'm turning to you. Your impressions of this Best Picture list?
Go ahead and read them off to me again.
Here we go. Belfast, Coda.
Okay, I got it.
Don't Look Up.
I got it.
Drive My Car, Dune, King Richard, Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley, Power of the Dog, West Side Story.
Okay, I wish Don't Look Up wasn't in there. Dude, I'm happy it's there. Drive My Car, I think it's cool that it's there. I think that kind of does signify like I haven't seen it, but it seems like it does kind of signify a shift in like foreign language films are getting more respect, perhaps more because of Parasite's win a couple of years ago. Who knows?
It's definitely because of Parasite's win.
Okay, and I don't know. Yeah, in general, that's fine. How many have I seen? I don't know. I would have to hear them again.
Here's the list again. No. But okay, you haven't seen Drive My Car, which is like one I know Matt hasn't seen yet, and I know I was lucky enough to see, like, because I had a short run here in Austin for like 2 weeks, but then they brought it back. But that's one I'm eager for more people to see. I'm going to say it's not like my favorite of the bunch, but I'm happy it's been getting this recognition, so that's good. Go ahead.
Nightmare Alley, that's a big shocker, right?
Nightmare Alley? I mean, for me, my impression of Nightmare Alley is that it had a good PR campaign. I will say Guillermo del Toro, Fox Searchlight, just Searchlight Pictures. They had a good like PR run at the end of the year with like the black and white screening and like Del Toro doing like Q&As, and Scorsese popped up and said, "Hey, go see Nightmare Alley." So I kind of figured that was kind of like not a shoo-in, but like definitely one not to say like, oh, that has no chance. I thought it had a good enough chance to get in there. So that's my impression.
I have the list up now.
Yeah. Your thoughts on it, Matt?
Pretty good lineup. I really want to see Drive My Car and The Candy Pizza. I want to see King Richard.
Yeah, King Richard. Yeah,
it looks pretty. It looks pretty solid.
Good.
Yeah, it's very good.
Totally. It looks pretty solid.
Yeah.
Other than that, out of these, I have seen Belfast, Dune, Nightmare Alley, and West Side Story.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So yeah, I'm looking at the list now. I've seen Dune.
Here we go.
And King Richard. I've seen Dune and King Richard.
There you go.
And I watched parts of Don't Look Up. I'm not going to finish that. But like it seems like this year, it's theoretically possible that I could get caught up. There's like a month.
Yeah.
Nightmare Alley is readily available. Belfast is available to rent.
Yeah.
Licorice Pizza. I'm going to the movies this Friday to go see.
Awesome.
To go see Uncharted, and Licorice Pizza is there, so I'm going to try to hit both of those. West Side Story, I don't know about that one, if that's going to happen for me. Power of the Dog's on Netflix. No. Code is on Apple. I have that. Drive My Car, I'm going to go to Cinemark's Best Picture dealio and see that there, hopefully.
I mean, West Side Story, you're definitely going to see, Marcus. You're either going to see it during the Oscar, like, theatrical run, or it'll be on Disney Plus / HBO.
I have an aversion to wanting to watch that though. Like
Why?
I have not seen the original one.
It fucking owns, and it's better than the original, Marcus. Don't even bother with the original.
I'm not going to not bother with the original. I can't do that.
No, you shouldn't bother with it. It's not good.
Okay, I'm not that strict as Matt. I mean, I'll say yes, the original is fantastic, sure, and I think the new one is fantastic. So. You can't go wrong either way, Marcus. You can't go wrong with like either just seeing West Side Story 2021 by itself, fine, or just waiting to see the original and then the new one. I say either way, you're fine, Marcus.
Marcelo, I do have a question for you.
Oh,
specifically you.
Yeah,
I know this was a movie you liked a lot.
Yeah.
Would you have traded West Side Story for In the Heights? They're both musicals. It's not fair to compare them, but they are both musicals. Would you have traded those two?
You're putting me on the spot because you're asking me to replace, how I don't even know how to answer that question, so I'm going to try to dodge it. Now, what I like about the Oscars is that, like, I can look at a list like this and say, these are good movies, right? I wouldn't say they're, like, all my favorite movies of the year. I learned to make that separation. I think some people just don't know how to do that nowadays. Looking at film Twitter. Yeah. Right?
No, because people are not smart.
Like Jimmy Kimmel, for one. That corporate stooge.
Spider-Man should have been nominated. Come on.
Yeah, Spider-Man is fine. It's fun. I actually do love that
movie. It made $1 billion. Right? That means it's the best movie of the year.
But I would rather a West Side Story be in here that is filled with, like, so much craft. Like Spielberg, Janusz Kaminski, everybody is like at their, just on all cylinders. Like they're doing the best they can. With them all being very old. I mean, Tony Kushner too. Like everybody's like phenomenal, in the crew, and the cast itself is they're so young. I am disappointed that like a lot of the actors didn't get nominated, except for the supporting actress. Like she's incredible. She got the nomination. She might win, but just craft alone, West Side Story is phenomenal. So I cannot be mad at like Oscar voters like putting that in instead of In the Heights, because In the Heights for me is a personal pick. That's my number one of the year, but I know in my bones it was never going to be like a top contender for awards. Okay, it's just a I don't know. It's like saying like Scott Pilgrim was going to get nominated for Best Picture. Never going to happen. Okay, so I've made my peace. I've made my peace.
I think In the Heights has more of a chance than a Scott Pilgrim. But okay.
You can say that with a straight face, Marcus, but I can't. But that's another story. That's just how crazy I am. Speaking of crazy, let's just finally dive into the Talk Film Society Awards. That's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for.
We did that precursor conversation just to rev our engines up for this awards talk. Okay.
Sure.
Matt is on board. Okay.
You said this would be quick.
I'm trying to make it quick. I was trying to make it a nice, quick conversation up top.
If I am around here, it's not going to be quick, okay?
We're going to get started.
God.
20 categories.
I got Pokemon to catch. Come on.
20 categories. I'm glad everybody's here, okay? Thank you for coming out.
Me too.
Thank you, Marcus. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, here we go. 20 categories. We're going to get started. Here we go. We're going to go round robin style. Okay? And you guys can say more about these nominees, because I'm trying to be impartial here. I'll make some comments, but I'm not going to say too much. You guys can say whatever the fuck you want, all right? So here we go.
I will.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Stop it with the sir stuff, Marcus. Here we go. The nominations. First one, I'm reading it first. Best Series, as in TV series, streaming series. Here are your 5 nominees. Here we go. Hacks, Mayor of Easton, Midnight Mass, Squid Game.
Town.
Midnight Mass, Squid Game, and Succession. So that's Hacks.
Oh, you mean the best show on television?
Hacks, Mayor of Easton, Midnight Mass, Squid Game, Succession. So those are your 5 nominees for Best Series.
My only thoughts here, I thought Mayor of Easttown was very fun entertainment. I like a good, kind of cop mystery, serial drama, whatever. But Succession, that is, far and away the best thing on TV right now of the last few years. That should win.
We'll see. We'll see what wins. All right.
Fuck off.
Next category, Best Original Song.
Fuck off to me?
Fuck off.
Oh, that's what Brian Cox says. Fuck off.
Yes. Fuck off.
Best Original Song. Matt.
The verdict is love, Your Honor. Best Original Song, Be Alive from King Richard. Guns Go Bang from The Harder They Fall. No Time to Die from So May We Start from Annette. We Don't Talk About Bruno from Encanto. And We Love Each Other So Much from Annette.
Ooh, there we go. 2 Annettes.
I've heard one of these songs.
In the category. You've heard the No Time to Die song from your favorite artist, Billie Eilish.
She's fine.
Okay.
I don't like that song. It is not a good Bond theme.
I think it's.
I need brass.
I think it's. I
need
song.
brass in my Bond songs. I'm sorry.
It's good.
Have you guys seen Annette?
Nope. Hard pass.
Interesting.
Hell
no. No. All right.
I don't like the band, so I'm not going to watch a movie based on their music.
That's weird that you don't like Sparks. That's weird, man. I don't know.
Kind of like people are like, you should watch the Sparks Brothers. It was Edgar Wright's best movie last year. I was like, I don't like the band. I'm not watching a movie about the band. Sorry. I'm very happy with Last Night in Soho. I will stick with that. It made my top 5.
You know what?
We're good.
Not to spoil anything here, Last Night in Soho is not going to show up anywhere. I was surprised by that, I got to say.
That's
I'm surprised too.
It's a big spoiler, Marcus. It's a big spoiler.
That movie fucking owns.
Yeah.
You just ruined it
for in a couple categories.
You just ruined anybody's, and you just ruined any Last Night in Soho fans. So we're just going to
skip right to Best Picture, right?
Yeah, we're going to skip right to the end. All right, no,
okay.
Marcus, you're next.
I am here to introduce Best Film Score. Dune, The French Dispatch, The Green Knight, The Power of the Dog, Spencer.
Ooh. Look at
Wonderful.
that. Any thoughts on those?
No.
Hans Zimmer's score is awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Hans Zimmer does some great stuff in the Dune score. Yeah.
And the music in French Dispatch was a delight.
Yeah. As is the movie.
Didn't see it.
Watch it, Marcus.
No.
I mean,
movie.
watch it. Watch yourself, Marcus. All right, I'm next. Best visual effects. Here we go. Dune, The Green Knight, The Matrix Resurrections, Spider-Man No Way Home, and The Suicide Squad. There you go. Spider-Man fans.
Interesting picks in there.
There's your
really
nomination.
Interesting picks. Yeah.
What'd you say, Marcus?
I said interesting picks in there. Honestly, I think they're all good.
Yes. I'm loving your commentary, Marcus.
Yeah.
I would probably go with Suicide Squad for that one.
What am I doing here?
That shark was cool.
That shark was cool. I love the Suicide Squad. I wish that was in the running for best film, but
Yeah.
whatever.
That starfish looked really nice. The Matrix Resurrections, I think, does not. I think that movie deserved more.
Overall,
Its visual effects, I think, are phenomenal. But anyway, whatever.
yeah. Speaking of
It's a good list.
movies, Matt, you're next with production design.
I am here to introduce production design. The nominees are The French Dispatch, The Green Knight, BioShock, Nightmare Alley, The Tragedy of Macbeth, and West Side Story.
Ooh, see,
I'm going Nightmare Alley all the way with this one.
it looks amazing. I mean,
That Art Deco shit fucking jimmies up my gollies. My goodness.
I need everybody listening to put on Nightmare Alley. Either go to HBO Max or Hulu, right? Either one of them, and then turn your color setting to black and white and watch the movie like that, because I think that's a great way to see it.
So
And in your head, imagine you're watching a BioShock prequel.
Sure, man.
Because all that crazy shit made Andrew Ryan go crazy and go under the ocean.
Marcus, you have any thoughts?
I was just going to say, I've not seen Mare Alley. I do believe you. I do fully believe you that it's great. I'm just going to say Green Knight, the more I learned about the production of that movie and how, a lot of the background shit you see is, just paintings, and they look they look so wonderful and they blend in perfectly. I think...
It's a very pretty movie.
Yeah.
And that's all I'll say about
I
it.
know that's as much as Matt's going to say.
All right.
Speaking of great
Moving on.
movies, I know 5 movies that are nominated for Best Editing.
Okay, Best Editing, Dune, The French Dispatch, The Last Duel, The Power of the Dog, West Side Story.
Interesting pick. A lot of West Side Story nominations so far.
A lot of it.
Yeah.
Good.
People love that movie. They do.
Because it's great.
Great movie, yeah. All right, my turn. Best Adapted Screenplay. Here we go. Drive My Car, Dune, The Green Knight, The Power of the Dog, and West Side Story. Again, West Side Story. Picking them up.
People love that Kushner.
People love that Kush. No. Matt, you're next.
Best Original Screenplay, The Card Counter,
Woo!
The French Dispatch, Licorice Pizza, Pig, and Titan.
Either one, it's French.
She fucks a car.
Yes, that's not a spoiler.
If I want to see that happen, I'll watch The Counselor, thank you.
Marcus, you woohooed at Card Counter.
Yes, sir.
Speak on that.
Big fan of Card Counter. I think this is Paul Schrader's best work in many years.
Wow.
Abu Ghraib.
He does a fantastic job of turning this seemingly a card movie about just playing cards or whatever, and turning it into this ultra serious drama about the military industrial complex. It's a really wonderful thing he does, I think.
I gotta see it.
Yeah, see it.
It's sitting on my shelf. I will watch it.
Yes. That's all I'll say about it. All right, who's next? Best animated film. That goes to Marcus.
Does it? Oh, yes. Best animated film. Encanto. Flea. Luca. The Mitchells versus the Machines, and Raya and the Last Dragon.
Oh, what a lovely bunch. I've only seen 2 of these, Encanto and Mitchell's vs. Machines.
I've also seen 2 of these.
Yeah.
Raya and Luca, which I love. Luca is a delight.
Yeah. I say I really like Mitchell's vs. the Machines. I'm looking forward to seeing the other ones. Marcus, have you seen any of these?
Nope. I want to see Mitchell's, though. But I have not actually seen any of them.
I think everybody on this call will like Mitchell's. I think so. It's on Netflix still, I think.
I mean, it's the same Spider-Man team, right? Like, it'll be
What did you say, Marcus?
It's the same team as behind Spider-Man.
Yeah. Lord Miller and some of the directors, I think.
Yeah.
So why not give it a shot? All right, best documentary.
Miles Morales.
That's me. Not Miles Morales. I'm about to tell you the best documentary nominees. And they are Flea, Procession, The Rescue, The Sparks Brothers, and Summer of Soul, or When the Revolution Could Not Be Televised. Ooh.
Marcelo.
Yes, I'm
here. Can you answer me a question here?
Yes.
What?
Can you answer me a question here?
Yeah, Marcus is going to ask me a question. Go ahead, Marcus.
How is Flea a documentary and an animated film?
Well,
because it's an animated documentary.
Yeah, that's the answer.
How does that work?
It works because how can a documentary possibly be nominated for best film? You know, a film can be anything and multiple things at once. It can be animated, it can be a documentary, it can be a foreign film or international film. It could be many things. Don't try
You've widened my eyes.
Don't try to gender films, Marcus. Don't try to box in a film in one category.
All right.
All right, who's next?
I have seen none of these.
Oh,
but I want to see Summer of Soul.
Summer of Soul is really good. Summer of Soul is on Hulu right now.
It looks awesome. And that music is so my shit.
Yeah, you'll have a ball because it's part like what's
concert movie and documentary.
I was going to say part Talking Heads, not the Talking Heads, not the musical band Talking Heads, but like people being interviewed about a subject, and also concert film. It's a mix. So
that's dope.
Yeah, it's really good.
And I really like Questlove, so I want to see what he can do.
Yeah, I was happy with his reaction to being nominated. It was very honest on Twitter. Yeah,
he's great.
It's great.
He's great.
Speaking of great, Matt is next with Best Independent Film.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes, the nominees for Best Independent Film are The Card Counter.
Woo!
The Green Knight, Mass, Pig, Red Rocket, Shiva, baby, Titan, and Zola.
Yeah.
The Twitter movie.
Yeah, the Twitter movie. This is a nice batch. I'll say
that's a good list.
Pig.
I'll say for those who've been following the Talk Film Society Awards for years now, a change this year is that like instead of nominating 5 independent films, I pushed it to how many are there now? Like 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Only because it was just so close and all these top 8s were close together, and I was like, why not, open it up to 8 instead of 5? So that's why there are so many. There you go.
We got some names coming up. I can't wait to see how people butcher names. That'll be fun.
And luckily, it's not me. It's Marcus. Marcus, best cinematographer.
I pride myself on being able to pronounce names. Okay, so I'm going to do my best here. Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Bruno Delbonnel. I think that's going to be the worst one here. The Tragedy of Macbeth. Grieg Fraser from Dune. Janice Kaminsky, The Kaminsky Method, West Side Story. Claire Methon, Spencer. Maton, I would bet. Andrew Draws Palermo, The Green Knight. And Ari Wegner, The Power of the Dog.
You did a decent job, I think.
I hope so.
Yeah. I'm going to say this is a good batch. I'm not going to show my hand by saying which one I like the best, but I think I took
2 of the prettiest movies I saw last year in that category. So
I'll say
that's very nice.
For me, also, I'll say the same. I say 2 of my favorite looking movies from last year are nominated here, and that's all I'll say.
I saw like the first 10 minutes of Spencer, and I was like really into the way it was shot. I could not finish the whole movie not because I didn't want to or anything. I just had to do something else, but it was I was into how that looked. And then I'll say 2 of my favorite movies are also in there.
We each have 2, and it could be. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's not the same 2 of our favorites are in there. I'm gonna make that bet right now. I doubt it. All right, moving on. Best director. Hey, it's me. It's
you.
That's me. Let's see how I can butcher these names. Here we go. Best director. Jane Campion, The Power of the Dog. Julia Ducarnaro, Titan.
Sure.
That's not how you pronounce it. I'm sorry. David Lowery, The Green Knight. Steven Spielberg.
It's Lowry.
Okay.
Lowry.
How'd you get that one wrong?
David
Jesus.
Lowery. That's not it? No, that's not it.
Lowry.
Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg, West Side Story, and Denis Villeneuve, Dune.
Oh, God.
Sure.
So Campion.
I coached you on how to say this name, and you refused me.
So once again, Jane Campion, Julia Ducarano, David Lowery, Steven Spielberg,
Lowry,
and Denis Villeneuve. There we go. Those are your best.
Good
directors.
list. Just
good list.
Say good list.
Good list.
Fuck.
Best acting ensemble. Matt.
That's me. We have Dune, The French Dispatch, Licorice a Pizza, The Power of the Dag, and West Side Story.
Ooh, that's a nice bunch. Fantastic list. That's awesome.
I'm glad that we have that award category.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, it's. I just stole it from like SAG because like they have like best like ensemble. So why
it's
not?
Fun.
Yeah, it's a good bunch. Speaking of good bunches, this next good bunch by my buddy Marcus. Go ahead, Marcus.
Best supporting actor, my boy Ben Affleck for The Last Duel.
Oh yeah.
Mike Faist from West Side Story. Vincent Linden from Titan, Cody Smith McPhee from The Power of the Dog, Jeffrey Wright, The French Dispatch. Once again, Ben Affleck, The Last Duel, Mike Faist from West Side Story, Vincent Linden from Titan, Cody Smith McPhee, Power of the Dog, and Emerald Mine owner Jeffrey Wright.
Wait a second.
The French Dispatch.
He owns a mine?
Yep.
Oh, I forgot
Talks about it on Twitter all the time.
I push that out of my brain.
He owns a mine? A mine!
He owns like an emerald mine in some country. I don't know.
What an actual king. Jesus Christ.
Well, besides that, I think he's great in movies. I'll say, I'll put out the obvious here. We nominated a nominee for a Razzie. So I don't know if that's the first time it's happened. But Ben Affleck was nominated for a Razzie a few weeks ago. So,
are you kidding me? I did not fucking know that. Fuck off.
Yeah, that happened, right, Matt? He got nominated for a Razzie.
Suck.
Oh yeah, those are garbage awards that don't matter.
Yeah, but that's a fun fact. Talk from Society Award nominee and Razzie nominee, Ben Affleck for Worst Supporting Actor / Best Supporting Actor. We're doing it right. All right, next. Best Supporting Actress.
Is you.
That's me. Best Supporting Actress. Here we go. Ariana DeBose, West Side Story. Kirsten Dunst, The Power of the Dog. Rebecca Ferguson, Dune.
Use the voice.
Catherine Hunter, The Tragedy of Macbeth. And Ruth Negga, Passing. Oh boy. Passing is a movie I have not seen yet, but I kept hearing, other than like another big snub from that people were talking about in the Oscars. Passing is a movie that I heard people were very much like, oh, why not have, where's the love for this movie? And I admit I haven't seen it, but that's what I kept hearing as one that I need to see. So I'm assuming you guys haven't seen Passing, have you?
Nope.
Okay. So
it's a Netflix movie, so it'll take me like 10 years to get to.
We're all at fault.
Because it's just like, it's fucking Netflix.
Yeah. Speaking of best movies and people who are in the movies, Matt, you're next.
The nominees for Best Actor. Nicolas Cage, Pig. Benedict Cumberbatch, who can't say penguins, for The Power of the Dog. Andrew Garfield for Tick, Tick, Boom. Oscar Isaac for The Card Counter. Dev Patel for The Green Knight. And Denzel Washington for The Tragedy of Macbeth.
All right. I can't say much other than great list. I think this is a good batch. Best actor.
Phenomenal.
Cage.
List. Phenomenal.
Yeah. I mean, Cage.
I'm all about Cage here.
Another snub that the Oscars perpetrated this past year is not nominating Nick Cage. And maybe definitely one of his best performances ever, and definitely the best thing he's done in many years. So
That's what happens when your production company doesn't play the game.
No, well, it's Neon, so they got. I guess they spent all their money on Spencer. They're like, let's get
exactly.
Yeah, let's get
exactly.
Let's get Stewart in there, but we don't have enough money
Yep.
for Cage.
That's what they did.
Ridiculous. Speaking of ridiculous, Marcus isn't, and he's got the next category.
Best Actress.
Oh,
Olivia Colman.
We did something right.
Olivia Colman, The Lost Daughter. Jodie Comer for The Last Duel. Hell yeah. Alana Haim for Licorice Pizza. Also, hell yeah, I say.
yeah.
Agatha Roussel, Titan. Kristen Stewart, Spencer. Rachel Ziegler, West Side Story.
Yeah. Who's not in this category? Who should be? Do you think, Matt?
I have no idea, honestly.
I thought you were going to
They
say.
all look. This looks fine to me.
I thought you were going to say
Yeah,
Lady Gaga, because I think that was a big snub.
Well, oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Well, no, she was just in a fun soap opera. That was fine. Jodie Comer gave the best performance I saw last year
Yeah.
Yeah,
in many years. Like she's fucking amazing in The Last Duel.
She's incredible.
wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy that it was the first time I ever saw her in anything either. Like I'm watching, I was like, I have no idea who this is.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
When I saw The Last Duel, I had seen Free Guy twice already, and I didn't make the connection that she was in both movies until later. I go,
I did not know she was in that.
yeah. So all credit goes to her performance in both movies, because she's definitely one of those like versatile actresses. So, yeah. Well, who's next? Me. Best international film. It used to be best foreign film, but I changed it because the Oscars changed their category. So forget foreign. This is international.
Lemming.
Film. No, that didn't get nominated this year, Matt. All right, here we go. Best international film.
Fuck you.
Benedetta, Drive My Car, Flee, The Hand of God, Parallel Mothers, Titan, and The Worst Person in the World. What a list. And
Can I ask a question here?
yeah, Marcus, you don't need to say that every time you have a question, by the way.
Is this another Flea question?
How can Flea be a
Okay.
best international film, a best documentary film,
Best
and
animated-
a best animated film? It
It's
just doesn't
because
add
he's a very influential bass player, Marcus. I'm guessing that's what Flea is about. Yes.
I understand that reference.
I hope so.
Like I
Good.
said before, a movie can be many things. You can't just nail it down to one thing. If Flea were nominated for Best Supporting Actress, I would have had to have put it in there because
No.
that's just how it goes. I go where the voters go.
No, you throw that vote out because that's ridiculous.
Hey, Matt, if they want to vote
This
that
movie
way,
was the best actor.
yeah,
Sure.
yeah, okay.
Benedetta. I think that's cool if that's in there. I want to see that.
Benedetta is really good. I
Thank you.
like that movie a lot. Okay. Oh wow, we've already reached the end.
Yes.
Yeah. We are going to. I just looked at the list. We are going to split this up.
Wow.
We're going to split this up. I had to delete Marcus's pranking because Marcus put down.
Oh, god
Zack
damn it. I thought
Snyder's
that actually got
Justice League.
nominated. I got really excited for a minute.
Marcus was
did
trying to
too.
be sneaky and put Zack Snyder's Justice League in the document we're all looking at, and Matt got excited. So sorry, Matt.
I wish.
fucking
I wish.
Sorry,
I
man.
wish.
We're gonna split this up 2 by 2. Best film of the year. It'll go Marcus, Matt, me, Marcus, then Matt. All right. So Marcus,
Okay.
kick things off. Best film of the year.
Let's go. Drive My Car. Dune.
All right. The next two: The Green Knight Wait, sorry, that's Matt's.
Those were Matt's.
I messed up
Keep going.
already. All right, I'll say.
Go.
I'll say.
Just go.
The Green Knight.
do it.
Licorice Pizza. Matt, you're next.
I know how it goes. Jesus fuck. The Matrix Resurrections. Pig.
The Power of the Dog.
Marcus?
Titan.
All right, and I got the last two because that's the order we're going in. Titan. That's how I pronounce it.
Titten.
Right.
Yeah.
West Side Story and The Worst Person in the World. Those are the last two.
What is that movie?
Matt, before I answer that question, Matt.
Swedish Francis, huh?
Yeah, Matt, say all 10 again. I'm gonna give that honor to you.
All right. The Talk Film Society Awards for 2022. The nominees for Best Film of the Year are Drive My Car, Dune, The Green Knight, Licorice Pizza, The Matrix Resurrections, Pig, The Power of the Dog, Titan, West Side Story, and The Worst Person in the World is Marcus for keep adding that fucking document.
He keeps trying to add Zack Snyder's Justice League to it. Stop it. I'll say this list is amazing. Matrix Resurrections, Pig, Titan, all that getting in there. Green Knight.
It's pretty good.
And I'll say this to answer Marcus's question: I don't know what Worst Person in the World is because I haven't seen it yet. It's the one film I have not seen because it's not playing.
I've seen
it's not playing
seen
it
clips
in
and
town.
shit. I've seen clips and like trailers and stuff. It seems like foreign Francis Ha.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it doesn't
I'll
sound
see
bad
it
to me.
eventually.
I like Francis Ha. I know Matt and I are both big fans of Francis Ha. That sounds nice.
Yeah, I like
I'm a
Francis
huge
Ha.
fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna make a bet. I'm willing to bet money that you two will see Worst Person in the World and you'll end up liking it. And I'll say the same for me.
I'll probably see it before you.
Hey, screw you and your bootleg links. I'm gonna see this in the theater. Marcus,
Yeah, have fun.
I'll wait 2
Have
weeks.
fun with the unwashed masses.
Have
fun with that.
I just saw Magic Mike by myself in an empty movie theater. So I'm
Jesus, of course you did.
so
I have not seen that movie yet.
Magic Mike.
I saw the second one.
You should see the first one. The first one's good. That should have been nominated for Best Picture. The first Magic Mike. Marcus, what do you think?
Pretty good. I think it's cool the Dune's in there. I think it's cool the Green Knight's in there. Matrix Resurrections. Holy shit. I mean, who could be mad about that?
Nobody's mad about that. TalkFilmSociety.com/vote. TalkFilmSociety.com/vote. You'll get to see the nominees. Again, if you go there, you'll vote for the winners there. Any final thoughts, gentlemen? And again, I want to say thank you for coming on. This was short notice. I literally texted you both. Thanks, Marcus. I texted you both 3 hours ago saying you want to do this, and you both. I forced you both to do this, and thank you. Any final thoughts on this or the Oscars and award season? Any campaigning you want to do? Marcus, you go first.
Once again, I think we've crushed the Oscars to dust, and we have the superior list of films. And I hope you all vote for whatever you want to vote for. I can't influence you. Vote for Ben Affleck for The Last Duel. That's it. That's my only campaign here.
All right, there you go. That's Marcus. Matt, what about you?
Just have fun, folks.
Just have fun.
Have fun, and don't make any dumb decisions while you're at it.
There you go. Any movie you want to campaign for? Pick one movie that you want to that you're putting you're saying, hey, either watch this or vote for this. Matt, anything here?
Oh, in the best film?
Best film or overall?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, fine. Best film.
West Side Story, I
Okay,
guess.
there you go.
Sure.
Matt says vote for West Side Story. Okay.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, there you go. You can't go wrong. By the way, West Side Story, Power of the Dog, both tied. 10 nominations each. They're the most nominated movie this year.
Cool.
Talk from Society Awards. So there you go. Screw you, Jimmy Kimmel. Thank you both for coming on. Hope everybody votes. Again, talkfilmsociety.com/vote for the ballot for you to vote for the winners. That's it. Plugs, real quick. Marcus, plugs.
Listen to our other podcast, Have a Nice Apocalypse. It's about the movie Southland Tales. It's funny. Marcelo's in it. I'm in it. That's it.
Matt, what about you? Plugs?
Hey, listen to Monsters Never Die. It's a lot of fun, and Jacob and I love doing it.
There you go. That's it. Talkfilmsociety.com.
Rest in peace, Ivan Reitman.
Oh, yes, rest in peace to Ivan Reitman. We're recording this on the night he passed away.
Whoa.
Amazing work he's done.
He made my first favorite movie.
So, Marcus, any words on Ivan Reitman?
No.
All right, fair enough.
I didn't know about this. You guys are springing this on me.
Wait.
Fuck.
Wait,
Yeah,
Marcus, I thought you knew this before
really?
we recorded.
No, yeah, I did not know this.
Oh, God, he passed away.
This is shocking.
Like 20 minutes before we recorded, I thought you saw the news.
Yeah, it's like awful.
No, I did not.
Sorry.
And on that note, thanks for listening, folks. Go vote, and we'll talk to you later. And this is what I say at the end of every show. Hey, see you at the movies. No, never say that. All right, bye.